Hi guys, it's finally time for me to plant my earlies. This variety of potato is called Timo. I have 4 varieties I'm growing this year. I've already planted the first variety because they were getting really big, and I didn't record it because as I was doing it, it started snowing, so I didn't particularly want to get snow on my camera. So I'll just get on with this. Underneath here is some soil. It's been snowing here -7 a few nights ago, and we're still due frost up until I think about Thursday. But I'll be covering these enough that the tops won't be anywhere near the frost. I'll try and get them out without damaging the chits too much. There we go. This variety is my earlies, like I said before, and my other 2 varieties that I've got left to plant are Highlander, Burgundy Highlander, and King Edward, but they're going in 10-litre pots. I thought I needed some in my raised beds because otherwise I would have ended up with 48 pots. Trying to dot that around my garden would have been difficult, I think. In order to try and counteract blight, or rather get the potatoes out before the blight comes, I've chitted them in soil. You can see they've got a really healthy bunch of roots. They've started sending up sprouts. Although the Timo are the early ones, they've actually sent up the sprouts the latest and looked far less developed than the other varieties, but when I plant them in their pots you'll actually see what I mean. And I'm hoping that these will be ready for midsummer, but midsummer solstice celebrations here, everybody likes to have their own homegrown potatoes, but we'll see whether or not I make it. So that's them in place. On top of it I've got a mixture of let's see if I can get this here in the right place. I've got a mixture of soil, leaves, chopped up leaves, a little bit of sand, a little bit of compost, and peat. The peat I was given to by a friend, so I've got a massive sack of the stuff. And Andy, I'll put a link to his channel, gives me a load of really good advice on gardening, and he'd said that peat was good for not getting scab on potatoes, so I've put a bit of peat in it as well, and the odd earthworm to come out of my beds. So I just gently put this on top of the potatoes and try not to snap off their shoots. Now I'm going to fill this bed right up. I'm not going to bother mounding them because, like I said, we're still expecting frosts and I don't want to get caught out. I've had a few casualties in my greenhouse. I got cocky and I was hardening stuff off and I didn't keep an eye on the weather properly, and before I knew it, it was close to 2 degrees outside. So in the greenhouse we were still okay, but I went running out and covered everything up and obviously missed a corner, as you do when you're doing something in a rush in the middle of the night when it's dark. I missed a corner and a few of my tomato plants have gotten quite frost damage, to a melon plant as well. So luckily I've got sown plenty of most things anyway, so we should be okay. And this is the bit where my arms are too short. Hopefully if I chuck and sprinkle we should be okay. All of my friends and acquaintances in Sweden being quite a bit taller than me, my little shorty Scottish legs, it's constantly a joke that I need a step ladder to reach pretty much everything. But I manage. There's a bit of pine needle in there. Of a leaf ended up in a pile. And today is only, I think it's about 3 degrees. But there's sun shining on everything, so it feels a lot warmer. And there's not much of a breeze either. I'll say that and then I'll listen back to the recording and it'll be really, really noisy. See, I've not mixed the leaves in very well in this bunch. The tree seed. I don't particularly want to go and dump the whole wheelbarrow of soil on top and compact it all. I know potatoes do alright in hard ground, but I don't want to snap off the delicate shoots, because I know that chitting beforehand would have been wasted. I'm always quite sad to find so much rubbish, like sweetie wrappers and things in the leaves that I bring home from the forest. I don't know, maybe people aren't getting taught these days that tin foil and plastic aren't biodegradable. Well, not within our lifetime anyway. It's a long, long time to break these things down. It doesn't belong in the forest. almost finished. Now I purposely made sure these beds were only half full so that I didn't have to keep mounding soil on top of it. This way they'll be close to full even with the potatoes in them. A couple more handfuls and we're done. And now I know for certain that all of the shoots are covered up nicely, and I can put some fleece over the top of this and know that the frost won't get any of it. The potatoes have been hardening off in the greenhouse, just with some frost protection on top of them, so that they won't get too much of a shock when they come out into the beds. But the soil was quite cold, so I actually took some warm soil and put out a thin layer. I'll cover you back up, Mr. Worm. A thin layer of soil on top of it to make sure it wasn't too cold for them. There we go, finished. Thank you for watching. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye.